So the sun has just set. It's a beautiful, cool evening, and I just wanted to step out here because I finally got around to mulching my shade garden. So what I did was, because the soil is very poor, I ultimately decided to put down compost, and it really sets off the plants so nicely. They look so great against that dark background. So I'll just have to keep an eye out, pick up all the fallen pears that are coming down from the tree, keep it watered, but otherwise everything at the Secret Shade Garden is looking great. Still have to put my mirror up, but I did manage to do a little bit of cleanup, so there's a lot more to do, but one of the ladders has been moved and have this big long one left. So, and then of course the broken bricks, and then we'll do some cleanup here. But the good news is that the mulching for this little portion is complete. And now as we kind of step over, let's go backwards. So this is the pear tree here. We have this little hole in the garden, and I was debating what to put here. I was debating putting my Limelight Prime in this location, but then I was concerned it might be not enough sun. But there is a fair bit of morning sun that hits this until about midday. Then I was thinking, I have a lot of hydrangeas already kind of in this area. Like I have the 2 limetas here, and then looking down this way, I've got my kind of Limelight Punch going down this way. And I was thinking maybe I should have something with some more variety. So this is a hole that used to have Brunnera in it. It looked gorgeous. Unfortunately, the Brunnera didn't come back. Well, it did, but it's teeny tiny. So let me show you. That is all that came back, and I needed it. I want it to be a big, impactful item. So let me show you what I ultimately decided to go with. I have 2 options, which I've laid out here. One is this. On the standard, this is a beautiful plant. You can see it's like this pine, beautiful foliage, nice and green. Right, sorry for that interruption there, but this plant is a Pinus strobus sea urchin, number 5 standard, which I bought on clearance last season, and I just love the shape of it. It's so cute. The only thing is, I'm worried it might be getting lost in that area because there's already so much green there. Second option, I have this gorgeous plant here. I've wanted it ever since I saw it on Garden Answer. This is Proudberry Coralberry shrub, and it's known for its beautiful pink berries like that in fall. So that would be a very nice color and fall interest. It says that it is a native species fall fruit compact, 0.9 to 1.2 meters tall, 6+ hours of sun, or 4 to 6. So basically it's part sun to full sun, and yeah, medium moisture and adaptable. It's also got medium deer resistance. I don't have that problem in my garden, luckily. So this plant I just picked up this season. It was originally $22.98, and I got it for about $12. So it's looking pretty healthy, but keeping it watered in this heat. You can see the leaves here. So I think that's going to be my winner. So we're going to put that in as a replacement, and I think it'll do really well and be contrasting to the hydrangeas I already have in that area. Oops, so I've just popped this into this little hole to see how it'll look, and I think it's the perfect size for this area. It will just get to the sidewalk, and it won't encroach too much on the tree, and it won't encroach too much onto the path. And the only thing is this Winecraft Black smoke bush is supposed to get bigger, but it stays small, I think, because of where it's planted, so I don't think that'll be an issue. And if it is, you know, we can always move things around, but I think this is going to be a great location for this. All right, hopefully I'm not the only weirdo that likes to plant in the evening, but it's so much cooler and nice to be out of the sun. So here's some sea soil, which is compost, which I'm gonna be amending the planting hole with. I've tossed some down there and I'll spread it around so it's just not all sea soil there. But I also did want to raise the planting hole because it does slope down from the sidewalk a little bit. But let's see, how are these roots on this beautyberry? So I kind of gave it a squeeze here, and let's see if we can get it out of its planting hole here. Hard to do it when you're holding a camera at the same time, but let's see. There we go. Okay, so not too bad. I had given it a water, so it's got some damp soil in there. Get this glove on. All right, yeah, it's pretty tight in there, so it's definitely time for this to get into the ground, and it'll be much, much happier. So I'm just gonna rough up the roots a little bit, and then I will get it planted. So let me do that. Just basically, I just stick my thumb in there and kind of just tease out the roots as much as I can. And that gives it, breaks up the root memory so it's not all circular and growing in a circle. And we'll spread out. So then I'll get it planted. So I'll do that and I'll show you when that's done. All right, so I've got this roots all teased out. I'm gonna hold it up so it's a little easier to see. There we go. So basically, I didn't rip any of the roots. I just kind of teased away as much soil as I could with my thumbs and finger. And actually, it was mostly bark. There's a lot of bark in this soil. So yeah, not too worried about it. And just gonna place it in the hole and bury it with the mix of native soil and the compost. All right, we've got our beauty bush, our proudberry, coralberry shrub planted. That's quite a mouthful. And before the bugs get me, I'm gonna give this a good water, and one project, one plant down. It's nice to do a quick job in the evening when it's nice and cool. And I think this is gonna be a really good replacement for my Pulmonaria plant in this location, and I can't wait to see the fall berries. It is August, so I'm really hopeful that I will still get berries. I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot. So it's been a few days and my beautyberry, coralberry, proudberry is doing well. I just watered it in earlier today and it looks good so far. So you can see the compost is blended in with the native soil. And the leaves are looking good. We've had some cool weather, which certainly helped. And I'm hoping this will get established before, well before winter. We still have part of summer and fall left, so I think it's enough time for it to get established in this location. And hopefully we'll be successful with this plant. I also have today popped in some Pulmonaria. So I bought these on clearance for $3 a piece. And I have 3 of them dotted throughout this bed. So they're looking a little tired, but water seems to perk them up. They seem to be liking having lots of water, and this bed does have that. So there's one there. And moving along, I have one here. And the last one I just popped in here, just to kind of have Pulmonaria dotted throughout, which will give really nice spring color. In spring, there's very few things blooming, in early spring anyways. So before the hydrangea bloom, and before the astilbe bloom, before the lady's mantle gets going, it'll be nice to have those pink and bluish purple flowers of the Pulmonaria.